6, starting at verse 10. You get it, say amen.
And Joshua had commanded the people, saying, You shall not shout, nor make any noise with your voice, neither shall any word proceed out of your mouth, until the day I bid you shout. Then shall ye shout. So the ark of the Lord compassed the city, going about it once, and then came into the camp and lodged in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord. And 7 priests bearing 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of the Lord went on continually, and blew with the trumpets, and the armed men went before them. But the reward came after the ark of the Lord, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets. And the second day they compassed the city once, and returned into the camp, so they did 6 days. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they rose early about the dawning of the day, and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time, when the priests blew with the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, Shout, for the Lord hath given you the city.
We're going to jump down to verse 20 in the same chapter there. You want to go ahead and bring it?
So the people shouted when the priests blew with the trumpets, and it came to pass, when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat, so that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city.
Amen. Anyway, okay, so I'm not sure how this came out. So what the Lord brought to me was this: everybody's got, most everybody, I won't say everybody, most everybody has some kind of wall, spiritually, they put up that will keep them from moving forward, in a lot of areas. And I was talking to Tony about this the other day, and he said, well, you can only preach what you know, and if anybody knows anything about putting up walls, I guess it would be me, because I'm one of the biggest ducks in the puddle when it comes to it. But anyway, anyway, they walked around that wall for 6 solid days, one time each day, until the 7th day. And even God told him in the first 10 verses, said, this is what you're going to do, this is how you're going to do it. If you really want that city, you really want what you want, do what it takes, exactly. Do what it takes to get it. So I asked some people this morning, I asked a couple people this morning if they wouldn't mind helping me out. But Catherine, come here. Sister Jennifer, Tony, Wendy, Catherine, stand right there in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna pretend Catherine's a wall for just a second. Okay, that's Joshua over here, and these are the priests that he's brought along with him. Now, granted, we don't have any trumpets, but we do have a ram's horn. So I guess it would have been. Well, I was thinking actual trumpets instead. Okay, so the priest leads them in. Joshua leads them in. Go ahead, and they walked around the wall. You guys walk around the wall. Okay, so here goes day 1. They're walking around the wall one time. Okay, and they rest. Sometimes we get a little weary walking around the wall, walking around it and around it and around it. So they did that 6 solid days. Okay, on the 7th day they walk around it 7 times. So we're going to allow them to walk around it 7 times. Here's day 1. Day 2, guys, don't get dizzy on me. Day 3. Day 4. Day 5. Day 6. And on the 7th day, okay, you guys can stop for just a second. On the 7th day, they would walk around that wall 7 times. Now, I'm not going to allow them to do that because I don't want them to get dizzy on me, okay? Don't want them passing out. But on the seventh day, they compassed that wall 7 times. They wasn't allowed to say a word. They wasn't allowed to say anything. They wasn't allowed to rattle any kind of a tambourine or make any kind of noise. No talking, no nothing. But you know what? The people of Jericho, there's no doubt in my mind that they wasn't standing over on the other side of that wall and they was scoffing at them, they was laughing at them, making fun of them, saying, you can't do this, your God's not going to do that. Well, guess what? They walked around that wall the 7th time, and the priest blew the trumpet. Go ahead and walk around the wall one more time. One more time. So here's the 7th time. On the 7th time around, the priest blew the trumpet. And in verse 20 it says the wall fell flat. It didn't waver. Thanks, I appreciate it. It didn't waver. It didn't go side to side. It fell flat. It went straight down. In that Bible there, I've got, and Brother Pat's probably got it too, but in my Thompson chain there, it's got a picture of the walls of Jericho and how it showed how it just fell straight down. It didn't go this way. It didn't go that way. It had no choice. It had to fall straight. You know. So the last time I spoke on pressing. Sometimes we press so hard we feel like we can't press the wall down. Sometimes we got to walk around it a few times. You know. But so what my message is to you this morning. I know that you get weary in well-doing. No matter what you do, you get weary. But when you're tired of getting weary, when you're tired of getting weary, that's when you need to stop and shout. Hallelujah. So when you're tired of well-doing, tired of walking, tired of pressing, tired of just giving up, best thing to do is shout. So that's my message to you this morning. You guys just keep shouting.